You asked for it, so I shall deliver. I didn't go round by round to max out those views. So here's all of my Champions League knockout round predictions, and of course, my reaction to them. Poor showing from me in the Champions League, but let the record show. I started my Europa League predictions at the quarterfinal stage and got 6 out of the 7 results correct. Not too bad if you ask me. If Lukaku doesn't score that own goal in the final, maybe I would have gone 7 for 7, but we'll never know. These are the little things that f up your predictions. But that is about the height of my achievements in regards to the predictions this season. It was truly a terrible turnout for me, but that's okay. That means that there is plenty of room to improve, you know, to adopt to footballism. This was a transitional season as far as predictions go. Or in other words, hey, we were shit, but at least the bar is low for next season. Alright, so in the Europa League, this is just a bonus for you. 6 out of 7, that's 85%. Now let's remind ourselves of how I did in the group stage of the Champions League, because that's right. We're going to look at all of the predictions, and it's a good thing I did a reaction video to those predictions already way back in December, which feels like a lifetime ago now. Little Adrian back then, wow, he had no idea there would be a pandemic or anything, did he? This time we got 14 out of 16 advancing teams correct. Those last 2 groups cost me. My club cost me, but at least we smashed last season's 12 out of 16. Whoa, well. 85% correct in the Europa League, 87.5% in the group stage of the Champions League. Well, I'm fairly certain, almost positive, that it's all going down from here. So let's see the round of 16 predictions. It's back. Man, I don't even remember doing this video. I look strange. I've lost my recorder in the move, so that's not back. I won't be able to play you a tune. Actually, I found that like 2 days ago, man. The day before the Champions League final. So rejoice, recorder is back. But Liverpool are operating at such a degree that I don't think Atletico will pose a massive problem for them. They will frustrate them at times, but Liverpool should easily get through. 4-2 Liverpool. Oh man, Atletico Madrid shithoused their way past Liverpool, so there's an L right there for myself. Well, they didn't shithouse their way past Liverpool. That's not fair to them. And Liverpool, L is for Liverpool, although in the Premier League, W is for Liverpool. Okay, moving on. Enough with this W and L stuff. There's one wrong already. Get this recorder out of here. Will Madrid beat City? I mean, Zidane has never lost the UCL knockout stage match. That's hard to look past. Hard to look at this video too, because I know what's coming now. I remember. And I think Zidane, in the Battle of the Balds, will not be this season's fraud. 4-3 Real Madrid. Nope. Wrong, past Adrian. Wrong again. You are the fraud. You're the fraud. 0 for 2. Aren't you glad we got the highs out of the way so you guys can just sit back and enjoy the lows? Actually, speaking of frauds, Rafa Varane, I blame you. You have crossed me, and now we are eternal enemies. Okay, next. And that defense will be the difference in this for me. PSG's ability to defend, plus the attacking talent that they boast, they'll have a field day with that Dortmund backline. Dortmund will score as well, but PSG to ease past them. 5-3. Score? Wrong. Dortmund's defense being a problem? Right, but that was plain for everyone to see. Result? Correct. No perfect so far, obviously. That was our first one correct in the round of 16. 1 for 3. And a team that's close to my heart is next. Please tell me I got La Dea's prediction correct. Please. I can see them continuing their Cinderella story into the quarterfinals. Atalanta 3, Valencia 2. Not even close. As far as the score went, Atalanta blew them out of the water, 8-4 on aggregate, but we're getting better. 2 correct in a row. That's 2 out of 4. 50%. Improving that percentage. Let's get another one now. Leipzig versus Tottenham. Oh God. That experience could be enough to take Spurs past Leipzig. 3-3, Spurs advance on away goals. It's gonna be close. No sir, it wasn't close at all, as Leipzig were far superior to Spurs. Easily superior. It was what, 5-0? No, 4-0? 4-0 on aggregate, 1-0, then 3-0. Spurs were dead at that time, man. They were very, very dead, injury-ridden. Okay, so yeah, 2 from 5. We've lost our momentum already. For my money, Bayern have become one of the top contenders for the Champions League this season. Yes, sir.
I see Bayern taking this 4-2 on aggregate. I just think they have way too much for this young Chelsea team and Chelsea manager to handle.
Score was off, at least on Bayern's side of things, but we got one. Back to 50%, 3 out of 6. Juventus versus Lyon next. What did you say, Adrian?
Juve to advance, though I do think Lyon will make it interesting. 1-1 draw in one leg and a 2-1 win in the other for Juve, which equals 3-2 Juve if you're a genius mathematician like myself.
I know this will come as a shock to a lot of you, but I am neither a genius nor a mathematician. And while I came close with those score predictions, ultimately Lyon went through after it was finished 2-2 on away goals. Yeehaw. 3 out of 7. Just one last prediction left for the round of 16. Please at least get 50%, man. Come on. It's been a bad year already for predictions. Don't make it any worse.
So my head is pointing towards Barcelona advancing.
Just stick with your head, dude. No need to overthink it. Just stick with your head. Say it. Barcelona to advance. Do it now. Say it now. Go.
But something is telling me not to sleep on Napoli again, as they have shown in the Coppa Italia that perhaps cup competitions suit them.
Napoli ended up winning the Coppa Italia in June, so that's a big W for Adrian, and I'm counting that for my record. I'm joking, but what is this guy doing? Don't say Napoli will win.
Barcelona advance after extra time, 3-2.
Thank goodness. So I got PSG, Atalanta, Bayern, and Barcelona correct, 4 out of 8. That's bringing my cumulative percentage down. Let's rectify that in the quarters. I remember these. These were too recent for me to forget. Hey, I'm Adrian, and here's a preview for you. The Plant, honestly. Mwah. The Plant has been the signing of the season. What a guy. Better than Paco, if you ask me. When we moved to the house in May, I wanted to liven the place up, and so Michel Plantini really does so. All right, Lyon versus City. What do you got, Adrian? The correct answer? I think there's just too much quality in the City side for Lyon to make it into the semifinals. I think Lyon's 3-5-2 formation will frustrate them, but with the likes of Phil Foden and Kevin De Bruyne pulling the strings, City will find a way through and a way into the semis. Well, Phil Foden didn't even make it onto the pitch because Guardiola. Just Guardiola in a Champions League knockout match, you know? Okay, 0 for 1 already. I remember all of these quarterfinals predictions. This will be rough. Buckle in. You guys are going to love this. This is uncharted territory for Leipzig, and perhaps the one-off match format will suit them, as their lack of experience, their youthful exuberance at this stage, could help them to play without fear to overcome Atletico Madrid. You are on the right track. Just keep going down that track. But for me personally, Atletico Madrid and Simeone know exactly how to win these kinds of matches, and I personally see Atletico grinding out a win against a frustrated RB Leipzig side. You see that? 0 for 2. Okay. Will PSG continue to push on to the semifinals for the first time since 1995 after securing a domestic treble, or will the entertaining underdogs continue their Cinderella story? I personally am going for the latter, but that will surprise nobody who's seen my Atalanta propaganda on Twitter. Man, I had that prediction correct until the bully Kylian Mbappe and Eric Choupo-Moting had to come on and ruin it in the 90th plus. Harsh on Atalanta, but they looked dead tired in that second half. 0 for 3, baby. Let's go. Keep bringing that percentage down. The varying degrees of form from these two teams is enough for me personally to tip the scales in Bayern's favor. You got one. Congrats, dude. You got 1 correct out of 4. You had 4 opportunities to get one right, and you got exactly 1 right. Do better in the semis. Make up for it. We want a flawless run now for the rest of the competition, or else you have to delete your channel. Which is an easy bet to make, easy stakes to set when you can remember what you had predicted. If Neymar is a little more clinical and Mbappe starts, then it could be a long night for Leipzig. Dude was the opposite of clinical after the round of 16. From the round of 16 onwards, he was the opposite of clinical. And before you jump down my throat, I'm not saying he played poorly, because overall, he was quite good for PSG. But the finishing was whack, man. I'm picturing PSG in the final, but who knows at this point, man. This tournament is impossible to call. But sure, I'll go with PSG for another Win. 2-1. Score, wrong. Result, right. Yes. 1 for 1. It's been a minute since we could say we're at 100% guessing power. All right. But with the way that this Lyon team defends, the way they frustrate their opponents, I don't think they'll roll over for Bayern. Of course, I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time in this Champions League tournament. Hey, at least past Adrian is very much self-aware of his prediction abilities. Or lack thereof. And as for Flick, he won't overthink things and pull a Pep. He'll continue to play the system that is suited to his players. He will continue to pick his best players when he can and not leave them on the bench. And this, for me, will ensure that Bayern will make it into the Champions League final. Ooh, shots fired at Pep Guardiola there. But hey, 2 for 2 in the semifinals. That's more like it. Remember, I am not a mathematician, so I don't know what our overall score is for the entirety of the predictions so far, but let's just save that for later. All right? The final prediction, bring it home, past Adrian. You cannot mess this one up. But for my money, I'm going to have to stick with the team that I've been backing to win it all since about January, February or so, and say that Bayern Munich is my personal pick to be the champions of this very, very strange Champions League tournament. Justified winners if they pull it off, if you ask me. And if you ask me, that's another one correct. A rarity during the knockout phase of the competition. So let's see how we did overall after getting both right in the semis and the final correct as well. As a reminder, we got 14 out of 16 during the group stage. Very happy with that performance. In the round of 16, ouch, 4 out of 8, fail. In the quarterfinals, another bomb, as we got just 1 out of 4. Semis, 2 for 2, as I just said, and then we also got the final correct. Add all of that together. In the knockout phase, out of 15 predictions, we got just 8 correct. Terrible. I'm the opposite of he don't miss. And now the recycling truck is outside. But when you add in the group stage, from 31 predictions, I got 22 out of 31, 70%. That's below average from me. I usually am around mid-70s as far as predictions go in the Champions League. Unless we're talking 2019-20 Premier League, baby. That's where I'm absolute bomb city. But hey, let's pad my stats a little bit like Bruno Fernandes. Throw in the 7 predictions I made in the Europa League, and that takes it up to 38 predictions. And from that, I got 28 correct. So, in accounting for all UEFA predictions, Champions League and Europa League, I had a success rate of 73%. I really thought I was going to take my percentage higher in adding the Europa League predictions, but it didn't. Alright guys, that will do it. Going forward, if you guys prefer, I can do these reaction videos round by round so that I react to more things, not just the outcomes. Or I can do the master video. I don't mind doing that. You guys let me know. Regardless, if you enjoyed this video, then leave a like to let me know you liked it, or smash that dislike if you hated it. My name's Adrian, this is Rabona TV, and I hope to see you in the next video. Ciao!